138-day survivor. Right now, it's a snow shelter in the middle of a blizzard in Broken Railroad. Good. Glad I caught the stream before I go to work. How are you? I'm doing good. We're having a lot of fun with this. We're having a lot of fun with Star Sand. It's a little on the frozen side out there, but I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go, boys and girls. We're hoping that the storm will pass here soon. The good news is we have really decent clothing, so inside the snow shelter we've actually been able to stay warm between our clothing and our bedroll. We've been actually able to stay in the warmish, yeah, because right now it's, what, positive 3 degrees in here, because we have a 29-degree warmth bonus, so that is pretty nice. We'll use our bedroll to bolster that. Pastime for an hour. There we go. Lovely. Now we've mapped this up here, right? I think we have. Actually, let's just see. Have we mapped this yet? Hey, occasional Annabelle, how you doing? My week is going good. How is your week going? So there's the landslide. We're up in here somewhere. And I do not have any more charcoal, it appears. No, I do not have any more charcoal. Let's take down the snow shelter. There we go. Snow's out, bow's out time. Oh, we did get a burdock root here, which was nice. Oh, and we did kill a wolf down here, too. Haha. Forgot about that. Yeah, we gotta go up and over here, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, and there's some more acorns over here, too, which is awesome. Which is awesome. I'm currently trying to do all the transmitters on my run. Is it worth it? Well, it gives you something to do. I mean, in the end, you get a really nice headpiece that can go underneath your rabbit skin hat. You get the technical balaclava thing, which is a really nice headpiece to go under your ski hat, but I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it gives you something to do, Timble. It gives you something to do, and that's I mean, that can be valuable in and of itself. Been playing Long Dark and some Against the Storm. Have a couple free days. Very nice. Very nice. I've been playing mainly Long Dark, Sunken Land, Starfield, Starfield, and having a blast with Starfield. I honestly, truly have. Today we're gonna actually build our first base in Starfield. Which I haven't done any base building in the game yet, which is hilarious, because, I'm like 60 hours into Starfield now, and I still haven't built a base. Okay, so we went down here and around here, okay. So I'm very late to the base building part of the game, but that's okay. But yeah, those have been my main obsessions lately. And then on Saturday we did start up a brand new Detroit Become Humans run, which I haven't played for like over 2 years. We got about 3 hours into that, and we'll be doing that on Saturday. Saturday afternoon we'll be doing more Detroit Become Human. But Sunken Land is the main one. That's sort of my hidden gem of the month so far, is Sunken Land. It's a really I think it's a pretty fun survival game. It's got a lot of potential. As long as they keep working on it, keep improving it. The AI needs a lot of work, but what AIs don't need a lot of work.
ears feel numb.
Yeah, I know they do, Will. You'll be fine, though. But yeah, I do the transmitters if you want to. I mean, I've done on this run here, I've actually repaired 4 of the 6 transmitters already. BlackRock, Desolation, Forlorn, Pleasant Valley. So I've actually done a whole bunch of them. Yeah, check out the VOD, or I uploaded the whole thing over on YouTube as well. So you can check out the VOD here, you can check out the YouTube video. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. There was some very exciting moments as always. I love how you can play that. The one thing I love about Detroit, unlike a lot of like Telltale style games, your choices in Detroit really, like, in a lot of ways, they're way more impactful. They can change the story. They can change the way things work. They can change you know, if your characters live or die, literally. So, and I love that about Detroit, is that it gives you so many options that you can follow. And by the way, we are 22 days into Broken Railroad. We still have 28 days left to go. 28 days left to go. So it's going to be a long slog in this zone. But we've killed the bear, we killed the moose. We've got lots of meat. We've done some fishing. We're doing some mapping. I just heard a wolf. You hear that? You heard that, right? Oh, he was right here. He ran off that way. That's weird. That's weird. See if we can see him out the back window. Hello, Mr. Wolfie. Grab some meat and see if we can entice him in. There he is. Just stand. Look, he's standing over there. Got him. I was like, he's just standing there doing nothing. What is he doing? It must be a small glitch in the AI right now. It must be a small glitch in the AI. He knows you're there, but he can't quite ask to you, so it confuses him. And then he just kind of freaks out and does his own thing. Hopefully with the, like, they're going to be doing over 150 bug fixes here pretty soon. Hopefully they'll be fixing a lot of the AIs. They'll be fixing a lot of the weird sort of wacky behavior that a lot of these animals are exhibiting right now. I'm hoping they fix a lot. I'm hoping we'll see a lot a lot of good fixes here in this newest update. That would be very, very nice. When they do this, I guess by the end of the month, they're going to be doing this update. So, hopefully, cross our fingers, they'll take care of a bunch of that stuff. Alright, let's dump the hides and the guts in here. Look at all those guts and hides we have. Yum, yum. Alright, let's grab the cured birch. There's my carrots and my taters. My carrots and my taters. I do need a little bit of water. Let's grab that. I read this book, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had read it already. Can I add that birch to it? Oh, good. We got the maples, the feathers. We got that, we got that. Let's throw our arrowhead in there, too. Throw the rest of our feathers in there. I by chance have... No, I do not. Can't break that ladder down, which is kind of disappointing. We can take all these pallets out, though. This place is great for breaking down pallets into reclaimed wood. It's really nice because you can just walk around just smashing stuff. You can get so much reclaimed wood in this joint.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
You ain't gonna faint, buddy. You'll be fine. Trust me. You big drama queen. You'll be fine. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be okay, Will, okay? You're gonna be just fine, bud. Alright, we'll go back inside. We'll make Will happy. We'll go inside, we'll get some sleep. Then he'll be a happy camper again. Grab a bottle of water. There's our cured black bear hide. How's our clothing doing, by the way? Let's see. Alright, so everything's doing pretty good. We could stand to repair a couple things. Like I can repair that. Might as well. I have tons of cloth now. Our cloth shortage is no longer. We've got a whole bunch of cloth in here. We got more cloth. We need to make another trip up to the hunting lodge is what we need to do. And we need to get some more cloth up there. So we'll probably do that tomorrow. That's probably not a bad thing to do. We'll do that tomorrow and get that done. Oh, and by the way, boys and girls, you probably have seen it above my head there. We do have the Marvel Snap promotion going on, or sponsorship going on right now. It is a game you play on your PC. It's a PC game. If you follow that link there, it'll redirect you to Steam where you can download the game. You have to use my link to be able to have it count towards my sponsorship. But if you can play it to level 3, level 8, or level 18, that would be great. If we can hit some of our goals up there, that would be even greater. And I thank everybody for their support with it. We've already had a few people hit level 3, and I think one person hit level 8. So that is awesome. The only restrictions is you can't have played the game before, and that's about it. That is about it. And thank you to Marvel Snap for sponsoring the stream. Thank you, Stream Elements, for offering the sponsorships out. It does help with my content creation efforts, since I am now full-time streaming. It helps make it possible for me to do this, so. And we have through Sunday the 24th. It'll end Monday the 25th at 9 a.m., so we have all the way through Sunday the 24th to do it. So we got quite a bit of time left in it. So If you want to give it a try, give it a try. Okay, sounds like another storm going on outside. I do have a lot of cedar. Do have a lot of cedar. There we go. Yeah, it's a card battler. That's pretty much what it is. It's just a card battler. Nothing fancy, but hey, you know, you get to play around with some Marvel stuff. I think if you sign up for it now with this let's see. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. If you sign up before the 21st of September, you get an exclusive Devil Dinosaur card by logging into the PC with it before the 21st. So, yeah, if you do it before Thursday, today or tomorrow, yeah, you'll get that free card as well, which will probably be a benefit to you because usually those are I think that one's pretty rare, so that one's something that's kind of cool to get for free. So it's just a fun little game to mess around with. Let's see if it actually is stormy to dormy out here. It sounds like a nasty blizzard outside, but sometimes the blizzard sounds, sometimes it's not. Nope, that is nasty blizzard outside. Okay. That is nasty blizzard outside. The nice thing about all the sponsorships, boys and girls, is that in general, unless it's something like Factor or you know, one of the food service ones, it doesn't cost you anything. Just costs you a little bit of time to play the game, and it doesn't cost you anything to try it out. So they're all, you know, free to play, and if you want to spend some money on them, I'm sure that's their goal, is to get some people who will buy some stuff in them. But ultimately, you don't have to. You can play. You can do all the levels for nothing. So that's one cool thing about it, is that it doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of your time. Oh, I wanted to leave that behind. Okay, hold on a second. I know I zoned out already. Now I'm gonna zone back in, because there's stuff I want to leave here that I forgot about. 9.27, holy crud. Let's take all the cloth out. Let's take the leather out. Take the down out. Take all those out. There we go. No, that's just for guts and hides. We're gonna put... Boo, 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 boo. Put 28 of those in there. Put the leather in there. Put most of the cloth in there. Oh, my bow is down. Is down quite a ways too. I should probably grab my backup bow and bring that along with me. There we go. We'll have to make a couple of bows before we go from here, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I got 2 maples. Before we leave here, we'll make 2 bows and have those ready to go. Because I like to leave the zone with 100% fresh bows that I can... Oh, you know, one person commented the other day, and, you know, the more I thought about it, it's actually pretty smart. I've got a lot of arrows, mainly because I want to have them for when I go from zone to zone. But they are a lot of weight, and so we are going to leave a few behind. We'll leave like 30 of our arrows behind. If we need more than 16 arrows out here, we're probably, you know, just for this zone, we don't need all the arrows. It'd be nice. I mean, it's nice to have them, but we don't need them all. So we'll leave those behind just for the weight value, just for the weight. That way we can slug more stuff around in this zone. We're gonna go back up to the hunting lodge up there. Whoa. Oh, that was so weird. The hunting blind just like disappeared, like glitched out there for a second. I couldn't see it. That was crazy. I was like, I saw the hunting blind and it just kind of vanished. And now it's back again. This is where I had my fish tip-ups. We had some fish tip-ups here. Oh, that's interesting. This hole is completely covered up. Those ones have not. And yes, you can smash holes in the ice now and fish in them. It's the most amazing, awesome thing. Yeah, it's an expertly camouflaged hunter's blind. I guess it truly is a hunter's blind. Even the animals won't see it. Even the animals will be like, there's nothing there. I don't see what you're talking about. We're gonna take this cedar since it's really nice weather out right now. We'll get a little cold because of it, but that's okay. That's all right.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
You ain't gonna die, buddy. You big drama queen. You ain't dying anytime soon, trust me. Hey, good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello. How are you today, Cindy? I hope you're doing well. Let's see, we got 11. It's going good. It's going really good, actually. It's going really awesome. We're gonna do a little bit of Long Dark this morning. Then we're gonna play some more Starfield this afternoon. We're gonna actually go and build a base. Go build a base. We're gonna build a bear. We're gonna do a Build-A-Bear project. It'll be fun. I'm super excited about it. We got the Marvel Snap sponsorship going on, which is going great so far. We're gonna play a little bit of that tomorrow. Oh, snap. Speaking of Snap. Speaking of Snap. Nice little segue there. Yeah, the Marvel Snap sponsorship's going on. And, we will be playing some of that tomorrow on stream. We gotta do 2 hours of it. So we're gonna do that tomorrow afternoon. It's a bit windy out. It's a tad on the breezy side. There's a little bit of a breeze coming through. It'll freeze your bits and niblets off just a little bit. Get that sure-footed bonus. It also gives us a climbing bonus because we're gonna climb over here. Oh man, nasty weather out. Nasty, nasty. Luckily, we know exactly where we're going, so we don't have to worry about getting lost here. Jeez Louise, man. Tell ya. There's so much reclaimed wood in this place. You get so much reclaimed wood, just all over the place in here. And there's a lot of cloth up here too, which is nice. That's what we mainly came up here for. Just to grab some of this reclaimed, or the cloth. We can get the reclaimed wood anytime we want. It's a lot of beds that are just laying around up here, you know what I'm saying? I guess it was a lodge, though, so they would have had to have a lot of beds to, like, haul out when people wanted to stay or whatever. This is where we found the bedroll. Some metal pails there I could break down. Alright, we got all the cloth from up there. I think we got most of the cloth from down here, too, already. Yeah, there's a few over here that we haven't taken yet. We'll grab those real quick. There's another cooking skillet here. We found that cooking skillet actually in the hunting lodge, by the way. For those of you looking for cooking skillets, I don't know if it always spawns here, but this is definitely one of the spots that it can possibly spawn. Now, I've taken to carrying a cooking skillet and a pot with me wherever I go, just because it gives me the option of being able to use the skillet. The skillet, unfortunately, only it only lets you boil 1 liter of water instead of 2. So it does have a disadvantage, but it allows you also to make all of the pies. You can only make the pies in the skillet. The pies can only be made in the skillet. Hey, White Runner, how you doing? So, if you want to make any of the pies ever, you gotta have the skillet. And it's kind of fun to have the skillet. It weighs the same as a pot. I think it should weigh a little less than a pot. Like maybe 0.75, but I understand it's a cast iron skillet, so... Oh, there's some charcoal here. Interesting. Is there any cloth downstairs? It's kind of hard to see down here, so we're going to get our trusty, rusty lantern, our special red lantern. It's our red lantern, baby. Good Lord. My voice is all kind of bleh today. I don't think there's any more cloth down here that I can snag. Unless I can rip apart this Canadian flag. I don't think they'll let me do that. I'm just saying. Nope. I don't think they'll let me rip apart the American flag. Oh, good. We used it up. Yay. Alrighty. Let's, Look at this moose hide. This cured moose hide just sitting here going, use me! Use me, Atheenon! Use me! And I'm like, I don't have any use for you. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't have a use for the moose. There's no use for the moose. Unfortunately, they kind of made the moose hide jacket a rather unexciting, uninspiring item because it's so nerfed. It's so nerfed now that there's no point. I just go double bearskin. Which I know a lot of people wanted me to do for a long time, and I was like, no, I'm gonna hold to my guns on the moose hide jacket because it's got a little better protection. It still has better protection than the bearskin, but not by much. It's only like 5% now, where it used to be like 10%. Because the bearskin coat gives you 15, and the moose hide used to give you 25. And now the bearskin only gives you, or the moose hide, the moose hide only gives you 20. It used to be the bearskin coat actually had 18, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about that, but I think the bearskin used to give you 18% protection. I'm very my allergies are kicking in because the weather's changing out here again. Ugh. So annoying. I do have some teas to drink, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay. I got a couple teas to drink down. Let's prepare up our rose hips, because we'll need those. Let's see where we stand on bandages as well. I don't know where the bandages stand right now. We got 4. We're good. We got 3 of those. Drink down our teas to little bitty bites. There's 1, and there is 2. Excellent. And there is water. We might just go down and make a... Might just want to go down and make a fire and boil some water up, but... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We got time. Do I have the fuel to do it? I only got 3 sticks and 2 of those and that. Okay. Let's break these down real quick. There we go. And let's just use a match and a stick. We'll just do a little quick water here. We'll do it. We'll put the pans out and my 1 pot. Get those. Get that. Get that. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, we got time to do 1 more round, so we'll do that. This will just get us a whole bunch of water. And it'll help us get a little less tired, too.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oops, I took the water before it was ready. That was bad. There we go. Potable, potable, and potable. There we go. There we are. Beautiful. And now we got lots of water on us. So, yay. We're gonna have a sneeze. Woo! Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. That was a hachoo for the ages. Okay. Oops, I don't want to sleep with a torch in my hand. I don't want to burn the house down. That's like smoking in bed. Going to bed with a lit torch in your hand? That wouldn't be good at all. All right, let's get some sleep in, and then tomorrow we are going to tomorrow we're gonna go and drop all this cloth and stuff off. I do have 12 liters of water, so let's leave some water here just in case we come back. We probably won't, but, you know, it would never hurt. It doesn't hurt to leave it. There we go. We are a little hungry, so we'll go get some food here. I am so sorry, everybody. My throat is just like really itchy today. You know when you wake up with just kind of a scratchy throat, it's not like you're sick or anything. It's just kind of like you're a little. You got a runny nose and it's not fun. Not fun at all. So we've mapped all this up, right? Yeah, we mapped all this. Just trying to see if there's anywhere we haven't mapped here. It's hard to get a good map of this zone because there's so there's so many weird little spots in it like this that you can sort of map, and like this that you can sort of map but aren't really mappable. I mean, you can try your darndest to get them, but chances of you being able to get them are really small. The best you can do is kind of go stand on a hill and hope that you catch most of it. Like right in here somewhere. Yeah, see that opened it up a little bit more. Not very much, but it opened it up just a little bit more. Good Lord. What is up with all these damn notifications? Holy crud. Is that a deer that I heard? Hey, there's a cairn right here. Its story, of course, is not yet written. Of course it isn't. Why would it be written? Now this I think I've already mapped. Yeah, that's already been mapped there. Although I don't think the deer's on the map, is it?
Goddamn freezing.
It may be cold, but we're gonna map anyway. There we go. There's the deer and the person now. Have I even been over here? I don't know if I have. Nope. I was like, that's odd. There's a deer corpse here, but I don't remember ever harvesting it. And I haven't, obviously. Let's use our 85. We found an 85% fire striker in the zone. It was actually in the cave right by here. It was actually in this cave that's right up over in that direction. Right over there, there's a cave, and we found this fire striker inside that cave, which was awesome. All right, let's get that meat cooked up. That'll give us a little sustenance. Get the hide and one of the guts. I don't even think I really need the guts, but we'll take it anyway. We'll take the gut anyway, just because. Why not? It gives us more stuff. All right. I don't know if you can get down. I don't know if you can get down over here or not. I think you can. I think the game allows you to cross here. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I just couldn't remember if you could or not. I usually come from that direction over there. I usually don't come in this way, so. Grab a few more sticks as we go. Now we have mapped, we mapped this up here pretty good. We didn't really map this though. Okay, that didn't do much for us. I'm trying to find the sweet spot. But we can actually get some more mapping going on. See, like this canyon here is kind of hard to map. There's only so many places you can be. You can't get up on top of the cliffs there. Okay. Obviously wants us to be up more down here. Yeah, see, it's not getting hardly anything now. I wish they had a Polaroid for this zone. Like if they had a Polaroid that was at the hunting lodge or something.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah, see, we're right in here. We couldn't even get this to. Couldn't even get that to like. Ugh. I wonder if I got up here. Maybe this will give us a because mapping has two components to it that reveal the map. Your height, in comparison to the other things around it, the height that you're at, and what you can see when you map. Well, that did something.
Freezing.
It did something. Woo! Spartacus with the 47-month resub. Thank you, Spartacus Maximus, for the 47. Almost 4 years. Thank you so much, my friend, for that. Appreciate that very much. Lots of love out to you.
Subscribed for 47
wow,
months.
47 months.
1 quarter at a rave heart.
Oh my goodness gracious. 47 months. That's crazy. Thank you again for the almost 4 years of support. I really do appreciate it. Grab all those. Oh. Know what that's up for. I know, 4 years, and it's crazy too because just 3 days ago was my 7-year anniversary here on Twitch. That is nuts. It's been a while. It's been a while now. Oh, I had a fire down here. That's kind of cool. What's that? Nope, nothing in there. Okay. Rickety footbridge. I already mapped from the rickety footbridge. I already mapped from there. Nope. Actually, I streamed EverQuest and EverQuest 2. Those were the first games I ever streamed. And then in January of 2017, one of my viewers who was watching me with the EverQuest was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of Long Dark? Mel the Elf." I'll never forget. It was Mel the Elf who was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this game called Long Dark?" And I was like, I think my response was like, "Oh, what's that? Is it RPG? Is it an MMO? What kind of game is it?" And he's like, "It's a survival game." And I'm like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting. Color me interested." And then I went and watched a whole bunch of Kimioda and Lexi W. I watched people here on Twitch. I didn't watch people on other on YouTube and stuff. I wasn't exposed to it there. So I mainly watched people here on Twitch, and I was like, that is really cool. That is really neat. And tried it out, started playing a little bit of it here and there, and it, the rest is history. The rest is freaking history. 6 years later, and I'm still, chugging away at it. Yeah, I started playing in early February, late January, early February of 2017. So I've been playing Long Dark now for what, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I've played it for 6 years. 6 years on stream. And I do play more of a variety of stuff now. Not just Long Dark. You know, I've expanded into a lot of other survival style games and other games like Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3 and Detroit Become Human. You know, and other games like that, but Long Dark still remains the best. Hey, good morning, Aurora. Good afternoon. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Hope life is treating you well. Tylea, hello, hello. I was hoping, I must have missed that acorn tree. I was hoping that was, you just got the networking again. Wow. That's disappointing. That's frustrating. We already got the cache that's up here. There's a cache that's over in this corner over here. I think, did I map it? I don't think so. There's the broken bridge. There's a cache right here. Actually, this is a nice little corner to put a, I don't know if this fire could ever get blown out. I have no idea, Tylea. I don't know.
Come on.
I'm assuming you did. If you downloaded the game using my link, it should have worked. I don't know though. Hey, there it is. We're right there. I would assume you did. But I don't know for 100%. I don't have any of that information. All I can do is provide the link, and when you know, when people complete the goals, it appears up there. So I leveled up, but I don't see it on your screen. I don't know what to. I don't know. I have no control over that. That's not on my end. So I don't know. Unless it just takes a while for them to report that third tier, that could be it. I've seen it sometimes take a while before it reports that. But I mean, I have no way. I have no way, Tylea, of knowing who has done anything in it at all. They don't give me any of that information, so it just gives me the overarching. This is where you're at. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be messing with it tomorrow, so we'll see how it works. I will be messing with the game myself tomorrow. I'll be playing my little sponsored part of the stream tomorrow. Oh, there he is. There he goes. Bye-bye. Hello, goodbye. So yeah, I mean, we can keep an eye on it. I don't know though. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing who has played it, what they've played it to, if they count or they don't count. I know that if you do, the only restrictions I know that it has is that, let's see here. To count, you must use the campaign link to download the game. You must install it and play it on a PC. If you have a VPN, if you have an installed VPN, you must turn it off before you download and play the game. If you have installed an ad blocker, you must turn it off for all sites before you download and play the game. So if you have an ad blocker, if you have a VPN, you will not count. It tracks that and it doesn't allow it to count you have to be a new player to the game. So those are the restrictions it has. So anything like ad blockers or a VPN will make it so it automatically doesn't count. So I doubt you have any of that downloaded or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't do anything about it. But yes, thank you for sharing the screenshot, because if it comes down to it, I can petition them. I can say, hey, I've got somebody who hit this level and it's not recording it, and here's the proof that they did it. So Marvel not wanting to pay out for what they promised. No, they'd never do that. They'd never do. That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. I am really tired. That's not crazy talk at all. All right. Crack some nuts. Nope, not there. Let's get one more nut out here. There we go. I hate this. You gotta go hands, prepared acorns. There we go. Ugh. No. All right, let's. Oh, I got a whole bunch of cloth to drop off here too that we picked up. That was our main goal, was to go up there and get a whole bunch of cloth. There we go. Perfect. But yes, I will keep an eye on it. And go give Tylia a follow, boys and girls. Go give her some love.
Venus like that. Of course you welcome that world.
Oh, you gotta say the word penis in that voice 6 times. That's it.
What?
There we go. Let's make that up as well.
And cut.
And then let's drink some water and go to bed. And it'll be perfect. There we go. Get some sleep, get our health back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Righty Beef, how you doing? I'm so sorry for all the problems with that package, Righty Beef. Makes me very sad that they... I personally think they did it just out of spite. I personally do. Because honestly, the guys who took over that business are kind of a-holes. They were very upset that I wouldn't join their crew. I think they thought they were just going to walk in and everybody was just going to join up with them. We were out of the hills above the coastal highway this morning. We saw a couple guys messing with our truck. Okay. What's this one got on it? Oh, man, that's the one we already got. Summon a Lich. That's the one that we already had. Really? You're going to be that lame, game? You're going to give me the same exact one. Give me the same exact one. How lame. There's multiple, So I got 5 of the 9 unique recipes. I got 23 of the 28 mementos, 10 of the 17 Polaroids. Yeah, see, there's Broken Railroad. There's 9. I got number 2 and number 5 of 9 of the Broken Railroad ones. 2 of 5 of the Camp Office ones. There's 71 total buffer memories. 71. That is nuts. That is crazy. That's so much just having to wait around for those to happen. Because it's not like you... Because there's only a few computers that give the buffer memories. And they don't always... They don't always give you a new one each time. Sometimes they'll give you the exact same buffer memory 3 or 4 Auroras in a row. I've never done it. I just don't have the patience for it. I just do not have the patience for the buffer memory thing. It's just, it's so RNG whether you're gonna get an Aurora in the first place, and then in the second place, once you get an Aurora, you have to hope that that buffer memory will be a different one than the one you've already got before. So there's a whole bunch of RNG that goes into it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, nah. Not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, I haven't done that or a Cairn run. The biggest problem doing the buffer memory and the Cairn run thing, Aurora, is that it in my opinion, streaming wise, it'd be fun to do if I wasn't streaming it. But there's going to be a lot of just sitting around, passing time, doing nothing. It's not very good. It's not very good content for the most part. Just because there's so much sitting around and doing nothing. Yeah, it just wouldn't be as good on stream. It'd be interesting. It would be something that would be cool to do like off stream, and then just have like a highlight reel of here's us getting the first buffer and the second and the third and the fourth, and we finally got our 9th buffer. You know, it'd be kind of cool to do it as a montage of getting the different buffers and what they all say. But it wouldn't be that fun to actually. I think it would be pretty stale content. It'd be kind of fun at the beginning, but then it'd be like you're waiting for that 9th buffer memory, and you're like, okay, we gotta wait here for a week and a half to get an Aurora, and then we have to wait to get the buffer memory, and it's like, yeah, that's not gonna be that much fun. I think we got all of the...
So cold in my life.
Yeah, we got all 8 of 8 Broken Railroad, and 14 of 14, and 22 of 22 in Mystery Lake. So we got all of Mystery Lake, all of Forlorn, all of Broken Railroad. There's actually 2 places in Winding River and 5 in the Ravine. That's one thing we could always see. This character, I'm excited because this character, once we finish this challenge, we could make this a mapping character. We can do all sorts of things with this character. Once we get done with this challenge, we can go back and map the different zones. We could go and well, we'll finish Signal Void for sure. And then we can go map stuff. There's all sorts of things we can do with this character. Is that truck on here? Yeah, that vehicle's on here. Okay. It doesn't say it's a truck. It just says it's a vehicle. That was a long ways down. Go back and count how many sticks were left behind. For all the sticks I left behind. I didn't find them to be very kind. Mr. Bunnies, I need you. Oh. Triggering anxiety like that. Yes, I was. Yes, why, yes, I was. Ooh, Hadrian just put out a new video. His Against All Odds series, episode 126. Wow, he's up to 126 episodes of that. That is crazy. So yes, if you want to get in on Hadrian's lovely run. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you want to get on and on Hadrian's lovely run, he just uploaded his video too, so. Not that I'm trying to shoo you away from the channel, I'm just saying. It's out there. Hadrian's episode's out there now. It's out there in the ether. I think I've killed most of the wolves around here. Either that or they're just getting smart and they ain't coming around no more. Because they know they're just gonna get smacked down. They're gonna get the smackdown! Oh yeah, we're gonna smack down the wolves. By the way, I'll say it again, if you haven't watched One Piece yet on Netflix, it's well worth it. I know, I'm like shilling for One Piece. I just love the show. I cannot wait for the second season of that to come out. It is so damn good. It has so many emotional highs and lows. It's a good story. It's good characters. That's, I think, the best thing about it, is that the characters in it are so good. The characters are memorable. I know their backstories. I care about them. I actually, like, you know, I actually care about the characters. I'm invested in them. It's a phenomenal piece of writing. It's a phenomenal idea. The world in itself. The thing I love about One Piece is it reminds me very much in a way of Farscape, where the world itself, if you just sit down and like write it out on paper, the world itself is kind of ludicrous, yet at the same time, they take it so seriously that you just go, oh well, they have snails that are telephones, like an actual snail, like a large-sized snail that acts as a telephone that you can talk to other people on. And you're just kind of like, okay, that's what it is. They got a snail phone. What am I supposed to do about it? That's their world. That's the thing I love about it, is they take their world very seriously, and even though some of it is kind of ridiculous, you're invested because it's like everything else in it is so good. Do they have care actors in it? No, they don't have any care actors, thank God. But yes, if you've not watched One Piece yet, give it a shot. I just watch the first 2 episodes. If you aren't invested after the first 2 episodes, you know, that's fine. But you watch the first couple episodes, I think you'll get hooked. I mean, I started watching it because I had got it recommended to me by a friend, and they're a big anime person. They love anime, and I had never seen anything. I mean, I didn't even know what One Piece was. I was like, well, what is like a One Piece suit? I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? So I had no idea what One Piece was even about. And I will say that within the first 10 minutes of that show, I knew what the overarching goal of the show was. I was introduced to the main character. I pretty much knew what his personality and his goals were, and I was sucked in like right away. And that is a hallmark of amazing writing, which unfortunately we don't see much anymore. Your boyfriend loves the show, but you can't stand it. Well, and that's the thing too, is it is very anime. If you're not into anime at all, it's very anime, and it's very it's not Americanized. I like that though, because American television honestly sucks. American television honestly sucks. it's ludicrous though to a sense. It's ludicrous to a sense. What did you not like about it, Mergen? I'm just curious what you did. I'm not gonna bash you for it or anything, because I mean I can only say what I experienced with it, and I'm coming from a very, you know, I don't know anything about the show when I went into it. I knew nothing. So yeah, see, I don't know One Punch either. I know very little anime. I'm not a big anime person. I sold a lot of anime when I had the comic book shops, but I just never could get into it. It just wasn't my bag. It just wasn't my bag. We sold a lot of anime. We sold a lot of manga, but even back then, though, in the early '90s, manga and anime were not as big as they are now. There was a niche for them, but they were nowhere close to what they are today. Not a fan of the art. See, and that's the funny thing is I've started watching some of the anime, and I'll admit I'm not a fan of the art on that one, no. I like the story, but I'm not a big fan of the art. The art style is not my... It's not my bag. The live action, though, I think is pretty damn good. I think they did a good job translating a lot of the stuff to live action, so... I don't know. I'm just some normal Joe watching stuff. I liked it, though. But, yeah, it's well, and see, that's the thing, is like, you don't have to like it. I mean, I like it. That's all that matters to me. I found something I can actually enjoy, which is strange in this day and era, because there's so much stuff I can't enjoy because it's ridiculously stupid. Yes, I just took a shot at Disney there. I will always take shots at Disney. You haven't tried to watch the live action yet. Oh, so you're speaking specifically of the anime that you're not a fan of it. Okay, I get that. Yeah, I went back, Mergen, and I've been watching a little bit of the anime, and I'm not a big fan of the art style of it. I will agree with you on that 100%. 100%, I'm not a big fan of the art style. It just, to me, is not... It's not real... I know they do it for a reason, but it doesn't look like it's professionally drawn in a way to me. But I know that may just have to be culturally, cultural difference or whatever. But yeah, the art style in the anime is not my favorite. I totally agree with you there. It's not the best. I wish they had something different, but I really like the live action though. I keep seeing these tires, and I keep thinking of Sunken Land going, ooh, I can get some rubber off these. Wait, where's my rubber? I need rubber off those, damn it. It's not gonna give me rubber. It's not gonna give me rubber. I'm gonna take that cardboard box because I just want it out of the way. It's been bugging me for a while, just sitting there. Whoa, it is really freaking dark in here. Like, I'm talking, like, really dark. Okay, I won't be able to find my way with that. Well, I definitely, Mergen, you know, you may not like the characters. That may sway you, but I thought that the live action was really well done, so. If you're not big into the characters, though, that could definitely make you go, nah. What bugs me more? Unused Tinder plugs. So I'm wondering, Mergen, has your boyfriend watched the live action yet, or not? And good morning, T. Christian. How you doing? It's Megern. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with screen names. I'm horrible with screen names. Gotcha, Megern. Thank you. So has he watched the live action one though yet? Is it really a? Oh wow! It is an Aurora out. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to. Nope, the screens are not going to let me watch it. Okay, fine. He's trying to talk me into watching it with him. Yeah, well, if you're not big into the anime, not big into the characters, it's a tough go. But I watched it as a total not knowing anything about it, and I enjoyed it. So maybe you'll like the live action. Give it an episode. Give it an episode. If you don't like it, then bail and go, peace, I'm back to One Punch. Just be like, nah, I'm back to One Punch now. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. Still dark out, but you know what we could do? We could take down this crate. See if there's any other crates. Well, the Aurora was already going on, before we got up. We just happened to get up at the... We slept through most of the Aurora. And we got up towards the end of the Aurora, unfortunately. I was gonna see if we had another, whatchamacallit. I can't think of its name. If we had another buffer memory, but we didn't, so. Oh, wow, there's a jerry can here. Somebody had said there was a jerry can, but they hid it. And it's over here now. That's interesting. It used to always be right over here. And one of the other, at another time, somebody said there was another one around here. I just had to look around for it. I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, not that we're gonna do much with it. We can refill our lantern with it. Then we can pretty much just drop it. We have so much reclaimed wood here. We have like 50 reclaimed wood right there. It's sick. Let's grab a couple of guts out. I'm just gonna repair up my rabbit skin stuff. How do you pick up a dropped item and place it on a shelf? Oh, let's see. Well, for me, you just have whatever the item is that you can pick up. You just have to hit the what's the what do they call it? No, that's not it. Key bindings. Here we go. The place aim throw button. So whatever your place aim throw button is, that's the one I believe that you want. But I have my key bindings are all crazy. So it's either the place, yeah, it's place aim throw. Is the button that you use to pick stuff up, and then you can also use your middle mouse wheel to turn the items. If you take items from here, you can place them out, from your reticle. You can oh, I didn't want to eat that, but that's okay. You can place items from your reticle by right-clicking on it in the reticle.
He doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Like that. Let me get this other carrot up on top of the microwave if I can. There we go. There we go. We got our carrots all up there. But yeah, it helps you be a little more organized. And I like that. I like that we have that option. Because being unorganized makes me go crazy, Ark. I'm not gonna lie. It drives me a little bananas. Drives me a little bananas here and there. Okay, we actually are gonna grab a bunch of this.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I got a whole bunch of sticks. There we go. Fuel is your friend. You can never have fuel. You can never have enough fuel. So right now we are 442 days in. We've got 20. Oh, we are over halfway done with Broken Railroad. We only have 24 days left to go. Woo! Woo! That's awesome. We've spent, we started with 50 days in Ash Canyon. Then we moved to 50 days in Timberwolf. And then we moved into Pleasant Valley on day 100. And we found our bedroll there. And then we spent 50 days there, 50 days in Coastal Highway, moved on to Desolation Point, and finally did our first Forge run at day 203 or 4, and spent 50 days in Desolation. Then we went all the way back through Coastal Highway in Pleasant Valley, and went into BlackRock, and spent 50 days there. Went back through Pleasant Valley, and into Mystery Lake, and spent 50 days there, then 50 in Forlorn Muskeg, and now we're in Broken Railroad. And then from here, we're going to be traveling to the Far Territory, spending 50 days in Forsaken Airfield, going back through Broken, Forlorn, and Mystery Lake into Bleak Inlet, and spending 50 days there, then back through Forlorn into Mountain Town for 50 days, and finishing up in Hush River Valley for 50 days. We're doing 50 days in every zone, and we can't leave the zone until we've passed the 50-day mark. And any zone we go back, and when we leave the zone, we can only carry what our maximum carry weight is, which is 45. So we can only carry our maximum carry weight. We can't just load up on everything we want to and carry it from zone to zone. And if we go back through a zone, anything that we have, basically anything we leave behind is gone forever. We can't interact with it again. So I will not be doing Transfer Pass at all. I think it's stupid that Transfer Pass is even on the list. But no, Transfer Pass does not count. There's nothing to do in Transfer Pass. I mean, Transfer Pass has like there's nothing to do there. I don't even know why they gave it a category on the day. I mean, they might as well have given Keeper's Pass North and South. I mean, there's more to do in Keeper's Pass North and South than there is to do in the Transfer Pass. There's just nothing there. I mean, Transfer Pass is a tiny little zone that has one building in it. I think it's so here's my guess as to why they made Transfer Pass on the list. I have a feeling as they add the new zones in, Transfer Pass is going to evolve and become more of a full zone. It'll be more like a Broken Railroad zone and less like the Ravine or Winding River. Because I have a feeling they got big plans for it down the road. Let's just put it that way. So I have a feeling that's why it made the list to begin with. I don't know, what their plans are, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something with it down the way. Because otherwise because as it stands right now, Transfer Pass is it's a connector zone. It's just a connector zone, like Winding River, Crumbling Highway, Keeper's Pass North and South. There's not really a reason to stay there or live there for any period of time, because you can literally explore the entire zone in one day. There's no real mysteries to it or anything like that. So that's why I think they're just gonna do something with it down the road. Yeah, it's the hub for the new zone. So that's most likely why they even have it in there. Hello, Mr. Wolfies. I don't want that bow. I want that bow. There we go. I want my crappy bow. Wow, it's only 1 arrow down temperatures right now. That's pretty crazy. I like that you can get up on top of this truck. Can I get up way on top of this truck or just on the hood? Nope, it's on the hood. Wonder if you open the hood. Nope, this is where a jump would be awesome. If you open the hood, you can get up on the hood. Oh, that's hilarious. How did I get up on the hood? You just have to approach it from this side that has the high snow, and then you just kind of like sneak up on it, go back and forth a couple times, and then you can open the hood. You can open the hood and it will push you up even higher, and then the wolves can't get you here either. That's the other thing, the wolves can't get you when you're on the hood, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the wolves are like, nah, we can't do nothing to you. The nice thing about the back part here is that, like, this log here is a protected area. So if you ever get wolves that are coming at you, if you run up this log, this is a log they cannot go up. And so you can just sit here and snipe them. It used to be that this pipe here was protected in the same way. Let's see, can I get back? Can I get up on top of the pipe here? The pipe's harder to get up on, though. There we go. Used to be this pipe was the same way. It was protected, but the wolves found a way up it, so beware. They will come for you. I heard a deer over here. Actually, I'm playing on Interloper Arc Logic, so I don't even have the option of guns. I had no weapon till after day 200 on this run. I had no weapons or tools till after day 200. The first 200 days, we trapped over 435 rabbits. Shh. Be very, very quiet. Really, Miss Deer? Really, Miss Thang? Really? Really? Come back here. You took my arrow. You little pain in my butt. You little pain in my butt, thorn in my side. You took my arrow. So yeah, trapping the rabbits was really important. So I did take the rabbit trapping badge, which helped a lot. Really, lady, you're gonna run over there, where the wolves all hunt. Wow, look how far that deer's going. Oh, good, the deer just died. Nice, nice. Well, the best feat art logic to unlock is this one right here. Cold Fusion will help you on every level. It's not as important on Pilgrim and Voyager, but on Interloper, it is almost a necessity. It's like the best one you can take if you're taking feats. Some people don't like to take the feats; they think it's cheating or something. But if you're taking the feats, it's the best feat you can take. We are actually going to quarter this animal because it's warm right now, so we're just going to take it. Gonna do it. See, it's started getting cold. We're gonna grab our hide, grab a
drop some gear.
Nope. Drop a bag of meat. We're dropping it. All right, let's go. We're gonna go inside here, drop off this hide and gut, go grab those bags of meat, bring them in, and get some stuff. Well, that's the thing is, like, I don't think any of the feats break the game. There's really, I've not really seen any of the feats that I go, oh, that's just way overpowered, because really, I mean, having the cold fusion feat is great, especially early game, but I mean, let's be honest, I'm rocking a 27-degree warmth bonus now. I mean, and actually I can pump that up to 29-degree warmth bonus. So I'm rocking a 29-degree warmth bonus right now. It doesn't really matter to me if I have that extra 2 degrees at the moment. My warmth bonus is so good. Most of the feats will give you a... But, I mean, it is a feat that lasts the entire game, so it's not like it's ever useless. Now, my rabbit trapping feat has kind of become useless because I don't really trap any rabbits anymore. So, there's an argument to be said that the rabbit trapping feat has become kind of a useless feat that I don't really gain any benefit from at the moment, so...
No power in the verse can stop me.
Usually I take Snow Walker and Cold Fusion.
Too heavy.
The main reason is that there's nothing in the game that duplicates or overrides any of those. Or makes them, like, not useful after a certain amount of time. There is an argument to take Efficient Machine because you utilize, it basically burns, you burn 10% less calories. And so it makes your food last longer. But the counter argument to that is that later in the game, you don't care. You have so much food, it doesn't matter. If you're saving 10% on your food, it's like, okay, well, now the mountain of food I have will last even longer, I guess. Usually late game, that feat just doesn't, it just has no bearing any longer. I mean, I have a mound of food here. I have a mound of food at the maintenance yard. If I didn't hunt for the rest of the time I was in this zone, I'd be totally fine. So, and I got fish here too. So yeah, so that feat kind of goes away pretty quickly. But, you know, there's certain feats also that are really good to take for certain situations. Like the fire starting feat is really... Oh, yeah, later on, early in the game, the first 20 to 30 days of the game, Arc Logic, are the hardest of all. The thing you want to make sure you do, pick every cattail stock you find. That is your survival food at the beginning of the game. It never goes bad. You get 150 calories per stock. They're easy to pick up. You also get free tinder when you pick them up, so you get tinder and food at the same time. And so cattails are... when you move into Interloper, cattails are essential. You know, if you want to have a successful game, cattails are like the essential thing to get, because they let you live so much longer, and you don't have to worry about man-made food or hunting or anything like that. Now that being said, early game, you can get a lot of food through skinning the deer that you find throughout the world. And also hunting rabbits with rocks. So you can stone a bunch of rabbits and get food that way. You can also get a lot of food as you travel from the deer carcasses that you find. But as you move on, as you get further into the game, yes, it gets way easier to get food. Especially once you get a weapon. Once you get a weapon and you start taking down deer and bears and wolves and moose, it gets a lot easier to maintain your calories. But even on Interloper, I'll say right now, on a regular Interloper file, I pretty much get well fed by day 3, and I never lose it for the rest of the game, unless I just goof up and forget that I'm getting hungry or something. I don't find a moment where I have to lose well fed. I guess that's a better way of saying it. I'm never like, oh god, I'm almost out of food. So that's more just making sure that you get the cattails. The other way to do food is to make sure that you pick up every mushroom, every rose hip, every birch bark, you make them into teas, and then you drink those teas down to a little tiny bitty bite, and you get the calories and water from them early, and then you have medicine for later on in the game. Now, the fire starting feat is really nice, and I'll show you what I mean about the teas. So, like right now, let's just make a couple teas here real quick. Well, I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that right now, as a matter of fact. Let's just make a rose hip tea, and let's prepare up these. Let's prepare up the our acorns. There we go. So the rose hip tea, when you have a big one like that. So we have this nice big rose hip tea here. What you do is you hit the drink button, you hover over the escape button, and you hit escape before it gets to 0. And then it makes a small little 0.01 tea. And so we got the calories and the water out of it. And we even got some warm-up bonus for it. But we didn't get all of it. We only got 49 minutes of warm-up bonus. So the way the birch bark and the rose hip teas, the way they work is that you get the beneficial effect when you finish the tea. Now, birch bark, coffee, and herbal tea, the more you drink of it, the more benefit you get. So the more coffee you drink, the more energy, and the longer you get on the benefit. The herbal tea, the more of it you drink, if you drink the whole thing, you get 6 hours of rest, of restful sleep, where you get more hit points back for 6 hours of sleep. The birch bark tea, the more of it you drink, you can drink it up to full, and at full drinkage, you get 2 hours of health regen, which will give you 6% back over a 2-hour period. But the the reishi and the rosehip teas, you wanna drink it down to like 75-80% on the meter, and then hit escape, and that will give you a small little tea. And you'll not do it. You'll not hit it every time. Sometimes you'll drink too much of it and it'll just disappear anyway. But you'll get used to where it is on the meter, and so you'll go, oh, okay, I'm gonna drink it to right about here where my cursor is. There we go. And now I have 6 of those teas that are teeny tiny bitty bites. And that way you get the calories from them early in the game, and the water, because you get water back for it too. And then in the late game, you have a medicine that you can carry around that is lighter than... It never goes bad, first of all. And it's lighter than painkillers and antibiotics. I mean, these are all 0.01. It would take 10 of these to make 1/10 of a kilo. When you stay to Mystery Lake for 50 days, what shelter did you stay in as your main base? Oh, the camp office. The camp office was my main base. Because the Carter Hydro Dam doesn't count as part of Mystery Lake. So I didn't stay in the Carter Hydro Dam. Plus, ever since they changed the lighting in the Carter Hydro Dam, it kind of sucks now. You can't go into the Carter Hydro Dam without a light source. So I stayed in the camp office for the most part. That's where I gathered all my gear and had everything kind of sitting there waiting for me. Yeah, the Carter Hydro Dam counts, I guess, as the Winding River area. Go figure. But yeah, camp office is great. Camp office is wonderful. It's got the double stove upstairs. It's got that workbench downstairs. And here's a little trick with that workbench downstairs. If you want to craft at night on that workbench, if you build a fire in the stove that's right around the corner from the workbench, as long as you're in view of the fire and the workbench, you can stand on the corner and you can craft at night with just the light from the fire to keep you going. But you have to keep the fire going. That's the only thing. You have to have enough fuel to keep that fire going, but you can do it, which is the most important thing. So, you know, and of course you can fire during an Aurora, or you can craft during an Aurora, but yeah, you can use that fire there sort of as a triangle, but you can't like stand in front of the workbench because then you can't see the fire, but you can stand at that corner and you can kind of look over, see the fire, look over, see the workbench and go, I'm good. You have to cheese it just a little bit, but it works. Oh yeah, there's a lot of reclaimed wood and stuff around the camp office, so it is pretty easy to keep it going, for sure. It's just that you eventually, you know, you do eventually run out of wood. You'll eventually take an area to a point where there's not a lot of wood around. And there's lots of cattails on the lake, yes. You just have to watch out for the wolves. Because sometimes there's lots of wolves on the lake, other times there's not a lot of wolves on the lake. So you just got to be careful of that more than anything. Now, the other bit of good news is that on Mystery Lake, much like this lake here, you can now fish on Mystery Lake, not at a fishing hut if you want to. So like here, see, I can put holes in the ice here. I can put holes in the ice anywhere I want out here. It's lovely. You can actually fish now in this zone. And the cool thing about Mystery Lake as well is that you can fish in a fishing hut. You can literally drill a hole in the ice right outside the fishing hut. And if you make a fish tip up, you can have a tip up in that hole outside the fishing hut while you're actively fishing in the hut. And then you can be catching fish in both spots. Now, the downside of the fish tip ups is that you do not get any fishing skill from using them. So if you catch a fish with a tip up, you'll not see a skill up for it. But it's free food. And it makes it so you can actually passively fish. That's another trick you can use as well. Is that if you don't need to sleep for health, you can put your fishing tip up. Say this is the fishing hut here. You can put your fishing tip up in the hole in the ice over here. You can have the stove going over here. Put your bedroll down. Sleep for 1 or 2 hours till the fishing tip up gets triggered. Get up, get the fish, rinse and repeat, and by the morning you'll be rested and you'll probably have like 4 or 5 fish from the fishing tip up. So it's pretty nice. It gives you a chance to fish while you're sleeping. And you could even do the triple threat. You could have the fish hole with the tip up in it. You could put a pot on the burner stove there. Sleep for 2 hours. Your water will be boiled. Your fishing tip up will probably be triggered. You can get a fish, have some water, rinse and repeat, and by morning you can have like 10 liters of water, probably 4 or 5 fish, and you'll be completely rested. So you're getting everything. You're just getting everything done. You got all the hard ways working, which is just, that's what you need to do in Long Dark. You just want to be as efficient as possible with your time and your activities as you possibly can. So that's a little trick you can use in the fishing huts. And if you want to take a couple tip ups out onto the ice, you can put one in the hole that's in the hut, and you can put another fishing tip up outside of the hut, and you can have both of them going at the same time. So there's lots of things you can do to maximize your time. Actually, you know what? We have this big rancid burbot out here. Yum yum. Oh yeah, food in the beginning of the game. The beginning of the game is very much oriented on getting your gear, getting some food, and making sure you don't get cold. Later in the game, food becomes it's something you have to maintain, but it's not something that you're like, oh my god, where's my next meal coming from? Because by that time you probably have some food stashes around the world. Usually I will leave like a stash of whatever. I'll leave a stash of food, water, and fuel pretty much in every zone, somewhere in that zone. I'll leave food, water, and fuel. Oh, wow. That's a big storm. Do I keep all my meat outdoors? Yes, I leave my meat outside so it decays slower. The main reason is that in the early game, you want it to decay slower because you don't have cooking 5. And until you get cooking 5, which basically makes it so you can never get food poisoning or parasites, you don't want to eat bear or wolf meat before cooking 5 because you could get parasites from it. And you don't want to eat low quality meat because you can get food poisoning from it. And low quality meat, surprisingly, qualifies as anything that's 75% or less has a chance. I bet it's very low chance at higher levels, but it has a chance of giving you food poisoning. Cooking 5 comes from reading the wilderness cooking books, yes, and cooking meat and cooking teas. Every tea that you cook, every piece of meat that you cook, every can of food that you heat up, those all count for cooking skills. And another trick is if you find, you know how sometimes you'll find like an herbal tea or a coffee inside a microwave or on a counter? If you heat that up, because you did not cook that tea or coffee, if you heat it up, that'll give you a cooking skill up as well. You'll get another skill up from that. I mean, cooking 5 is not hard to get. There's several little kind of there's several ways to cheese your way into cooking 5. People call it cheesing your way into it. If you micro harvest your meat, you know how I drank this tea and then I hit escape to make sure I didn't drink all of it. If you can do the same thing when you're harvesting. If you start harvesting and you let it go for a little bit and then you hit escape, you'll get small pieces of meat, and it's called shredding. And if you shred an animal like that, you can get like 50 to 60 pieces of meat off of one animal, sometimes a couple hundred if you're talking like a bear or a moose, and that equates to 50 to 100 cooking skill ups that you can get from one animal instead of like 8 or 9 skill ups from that animal. Plus the books do help. So and honestly, I see nothing wrong with shredding. I did it for a long time. I sort of like the challenge now of just doing pure skill ups and not actually shredding meat any longer. I like the challenge of doing it, so I don't really do that any longer. But it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice to make. And there's in my opinion, there's no wrong way to play the Long Dark. Use whatever you need to use to survive. The game is tough enough as it is without you artificially putting restrictions on you based on, oh, well, people say this is cheating, or people say this is cheesy, or, you know, whatever it is. There's no reason to do that to yourself. It's hard enough to play. It's hard enough to survive as it is. But cattails are the key. You'll find a lot of cattails around Mystery Lake. You'll find them up and down the river. You'll find more cattails over on the unnamed pond. Learning where the cattails are in every zone is like one of the sort of brain teasers you got to put yourself through if you ever want to play Interloper. Because you really want to know, where do I need to go to get cattails? Because on Interloper, there's way less food, way less man-made food, less animals, and less opportunities to get food early game. Cattails become your go-to. The cattails and the tea become your early go-to food for the game. So, well, yeah, that's the thing. Occasional Annabelle, whether you play on Pilgrim, Voyager, Stalker, Interloper, you only enjoy doing the challenges, or you're playing Wintermute. There's no wrong way to play this game. As long as you're playing the Long Dark, you're doing it right. So, as long as you're playing Long Dark, you're doing it right. Oh, we do have some of these rabbit pies, too, by the way. These give you 3 extra max carry weight. But the new cooking recipes are really cool. You have the broth, which is the best one to get, because it just takes salt, water, and ptarmigan meat, and it gives you good calories for it. You get 4 of them. You get 4 of them out of each creation that you make. So for 1 kilo of ptarmigan, you get 4 broths that are 212 apiece. So they're about 200 apiece in the beginning. So you get about 800 calories from 1 kilo of ptarmigan meat. And then you can make porridges out of the running oats, which is a really, if you can find running river oats, it's a good one to do. The stews I'm not a big fan of because they smell like crazy, but some of them give you different things, like the Ranger stew's kind of cool. Thompson family stew's kind of cool. The pies and the pancakes and the bannock are kind of neat, and the coastal fish cakes are kind of cool, but I don't use a lot of the recipes, to be honest, because like the Briar House pie, You need ptarmigan, rabbit, venison, cooking oil, and old mill flour. Old mill flour is the hardest thing to get in Interloper. You can find a bag here and there, but you use it. It only comes in a 1.5 kilo bag, and it takes 0.2 kilos to make a lot of these. I did get stomped by the moose, yes. And then we have no, there's no can recipes yet. The can recipes don't exist yet. That's something that's probably coming down the road. But yes, I have been stomped by a moose, and then I promptly killed him. It was in this zone, as a matter of fact. Moose attack survived 1. Bears killed 8. Deers killed 18. Rabbits killed 539. Wolves killed 154. Close encounters 279. So look at that. I've had almost as many close encounters as killing them. So that's a lot of them. That's a lot of wolves I missed. I avoided in the early game. The most important is that we found 7 can openers this game. That's the most important stat of all. We have caught 707 kilos of fish, consumed only 386 kilos of it. So we've not even consumed half the fish we got. We've harvested 1,500 kilos of meat, 310 harvested guts, 484 harvested hides this game. We've looted 7,300 items and crafted 1,146 items. We've broken down 1,500 plus and harvested over 2,000 plants. We've started 360 fires, and we had a 174-hour fire going this game. That is, what is 174 divided by 24? That's a 7-day fire that we had going in this game, which is pretty cool. And we've had a lot of wrist sprains and ankle sprains, blood loss, cabin fever, broken ribs, falls, and we survived 307 blizzards in our 443 days alive. So 307, blah, 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 blah. So that's 69% of the days we've had blizzards. So it's blizzards almost 70% of the days we've had a blizzard. So that's been kind of fun. Not. Oh, by the way, this area out here, it sort of acts like a cave. You can actually cure items on the floor here, although meat doesn't wear down super quick out here, and it counts as outdoors for the purposes of cabin fever. But you can go ahead and cure hides and guts in this area for whatever reason. No. We still have a long ways to go on this character. We with this character's at 50 days in every zone. We still have to go Forsaken Airfield, Bleak Inlet, Mountain Town, and Hush River Valley. And then we're going to go and finish up the Signal Void quest, because we'll already have Bleak Inlet and Hush River done. We're going to go to Pleasant Valley, get that, and then back to Far Territory and Forsaken Airfield to finish that up. So, yes, to unlock the Cold Fusion badge, you have to spend 100 days outside. Yep. How will I kill? I'm not going to kill this character. This character is going to be my mapping character. I've already decided that. After we get done with our 50 days in the zones, we're gonna go around and try to map more with this character, so that we can actually have good maps of each of the zones. We already have a good map of Forlorn Muskeg, and we already have a good map of Mystery Lake. We've got a decent map of BlackRock. There's a few places I'd like to map up a little bit more. Maps do not transfer between runs now. And then we need to get Desolation and all them. Need to go back to Timberwolf Mountain. I need to map up some more of Ash Canyon, because I don't have Ash Canyon mapped up as well as I would like. But the nice thing is, now if somebody comes in and goes, hey, where's the hatch in BlackRock? I can go, here's the hatch right up here. There's the prepper cache. You go right up past the Bricklayer's Retreat, past the Whistling Perch, and the hatch is right up here before you get to the Broken Mule Bridge, which used to lead to, in story mode, that leads to the mine that has the gas in it. Or if somebody's like, hey, where's the hatch in Mystery Lake? I go, oh, it's right over here. It's right there. Oh, yeah, once I'm done with that, Christine, I'll do whatever I want. I will pick up meat, food, wood, whatever I want in each zone, I'll just go ahead and pick it up at that point. I won't have any restrictions on me then. That's just sort of a self-imposed restriction for this challenge, so I don't get too crazy, you know. We'll probably get to 1,000 days on this run. If we can go long enough. Oh, I'll be playing it more on stream. We're gonna do mapping on stream with it, for sure. Or we'll probably map on stream. I don't really have a lot of time to play off stream, so... Most of my time off stream is consumed by other things. Including driving for Lyft and you know, going out and roofing my mom's house. And all that sort of stuff, so... Yeah, most of my time off stream is all consumed by that, so... I wish there was a way to get up into the hills here. I wish there was. It makes me sad that there's not. Makes me sad there's no way to get up over there. I want to map from that peak. I want to map it. I want to map the peak of it. I hate how the game's like, no, you can't go there. It's like, don't tell me what I can't do. Don't ever tell me what I can't do, game. Okay, we saw I could get up there. Now, can I get up here? That would be a nasty fall. I wonder if I map from up here if it'll be better. Yeah, it worked a little bit. Will you map with the force reveal or try to figure out... Oh, I'll just map with the force reveal. I don't have any shame in my game. Oh, that's cool. You can actually get up on top of these logs. I bet no wolves could get you up here. I bet the wolves can't get you on top of these logs. I'm just wild guess there. I'm just thinking the wolves could not get you if you were up there. Force reveal. So in the in here under surveyed locations, if you're looking for, so like I can see, okay, here's Ash Canyon. Here's the places that I found in Ash Canyon. Then there's a whole bunch of places that I don't know what it is. You can hit force reveal, and it will show you all the places that you have not been yet. Like the Timberwolf Mountain, Cave System, Stone Shelf, Pillar's Footrest, Long Falls, Homesteader's Respite, Fire Overlook, Climber's Cave. And these are all locations that you need for a Faithful Cartographer. So you can actually see which ones you need to get. And then there are some zones like Broken Railroad, where I've gotten all of the locations. So you can actually see all the locations are checked off. Can I use the log car to get up there? I don't think so, no. It's okay. I'm not bitter about it. Pretty much. But yeah, that's the force reveal is just a mechanic they have. Yeah, the gap's too big. There's no jump. There's no jump. Jumparoo does not exist in this game. Maybe we'll try it on the way back. Sprint fall is, but you have to, the place you're going to has to be below wherever you're sprint falling from. These are the corpses early game that you want to take advantage of. We have a Maglin's Fire. We have a Maglin's Fire. I'm going to be so happy. Yes! Oh, yeah! Whenever you can start a fire with a mag lens, boom, do it. Even if, once you get a mag lens, even if you're going to start a fire inside, see if you can start that fire outside first with a mag lens, and then go inside, get a torch from that fire, start the fire outside, grab a torch, take that inside, and light the fire inside. Not only will you get 2 fire skill ups, but you'll also get a free fire that you didn't have to spend a match on. It's just a way to conserve matches. That's all it is. Really? Really, game? You're gonna do this to me right now. All I want is the hide. That's all I want, baby. Yep, and if it fails, if the fire fails with the mag lens, you can just try and try again. And if it fails with the torch, you can try and try again. But yes, the fire will thaw the carcass. As you can see, it's already at 48%. I have like 30 guts sitting at the maintenance yard, which I'll never use. So, I mean, I could harvest these real quick. I mean, it'd take me what, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's not my main concern. Just because I have so dang many. But I guess if I am going to continue this run, I might as well plan ahead. Be like, hey, I'll plan ahead. And early in the game, torch walking is the best way to go. Before you get a weapon or anything, you want to get as many torches as you can. And as long as the game will let you, you want to walk around with a torch, and you want to have a... Do I have any rocks? Are there any rocks around? You want to have a rock in your pocket. Because with that, you can use the 2 key to drop the torch in front of you, get your weapon out, and then you can point your weapon at a wolf and he won't charge over the torch to get to you. He'll just run away like the little chicken wolf he is. He'd be like, arr, 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 arr. Is it really positive temperatures right now? Oh my god. Whenever you have positive temperatures in Interloper, you want to take as much cedar, fir, whatever it is that you can get. You want to take as much as you can. Gaming Charlie, how you doing? How's it going? I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. We got about another hour of Long Dark, and then we're going to switch over. We're going to play some Starfield. We're going to be building a base in Starfield tonight. First time I built a base. And I watched a video. I watched a video from a guy about building a base and where to build it. So I'm gonna follow his advice.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
You're leaving nothing behind, my friend. Nothing. Zero zip nothing. This new strain of COVID is real biatch. Well, I mean, I said it back then, Gaming Charlie, and I'll say it now. It's gonna be with us forever. It's never going away at this point. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be out there in the ether, just like the flu is every year. It's never ever gonna go away. I hope you get well soon, though, Gaming Charlie. That sucks. Luckily, I'm a hermit, so it'll never affect me. I don't associate with people. I think people are icky, so I just stay away from them. I go, no, I'm good. But I hope you get better soon. I hope it doesn't knock you down too long. I drive Lyft. Well, I don't touch people there, so you know.
Feels like night is coming.
Kind of lucky I got it the day I came back from holiday. So that's where you got it. You got it on holiday. I do drive Lyft, so I do drive Lyft. That is for sure. But you know, if I'm concerned about it, I can mask up or whatever. It doesn't bother me that much. They hate the light. They hates the light. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Oh, there's several wolves out there. Holy crud. This is my sniper window. I'm gonna drop all the smelly stuff on me. I'm gonna drop all that. Here comes a wolf right here. There's another one right here. One of those damn wolves ran away with my arrow. You little bastard. Come back here. Come back here with my arrow, you little jerk. Where do you think you're going, huh? What do you think you're gonna accomplish? You should have just died. The one that's bleeding. This one here that's bleeding out on the snow. I'm gonna follow him if I can.
I think I need to lay down.
Oh, shushaby, Will, you're fine. Good lord, he ran a long ways away. Little flecks of snow here. Oh yeah, he'll bleed out. I just want my arrow back. I'm particular in that way. I don't like animals taking my arrows and running away with them. It makes me sad. It makes me feel violated in a way. Really, Mr. Wolf? Oh, I heard him. I heard him die. I heard... Arr! Arr! Where'd he die at? I heard him die over here somewhere. I just gotta keep our eyes open. I'll give you guys night vision because it's getting a little dark. Getting a little dark. It's getting a little dusky. I'll let you guys see the game a little bit lighter than I can. 'Cause right now, this is what I'm seeing. Oh god, that was a deer. Scared the crap out of me. Mr. Wolfie, where are you? I see your little paw prints going back this way. Oh, there you are. Oh, really? Seriously? Seriously? You're gonna snap my ankle like that? Good lord. Jeez Louise, I tell you, some days, this game has no respect. No respect for you. Just walking along, minding your own business, and snap. Speaking of snap, I'm gonna segue right in. Speaking about Snap, Marvel Snap is sponsoring us this week, all the way through Sunday. If you click my link in the chat area, or this link here, and download the game to your computer, play it to level 3, 8, or 18, however far you want to go.
That's smarts.
As long as you use my link and you haven't played the game before, you aren't using a VPN, you don't have an ad blocker on, it'll count towards the goals. So I know it seems like a lot of rules, but they have a lot of rules for it since it's a PC game. So if you use that link there and download the game, it'll count for my sponsorship, and we'll be playing it here on stream tomorrow because I got to play it for a couple hours on stream, and we'll be doing that. Hunting for sport? No, I'm just hunting them to cull the population down because I don't like having wolves walking around while I am out wanting to do things. Because they always wolves have this tendency of interrupting you when you're doing important things, and the thing is that if you don't harvest them at all, if you don't harvest a wolf at all, the corpse will stay out longer than if you harvest it or even touch it or look at it. The moment you touch a corpse, you start the decay process speeding up. So until you actually physically interact with the corpse, it decays at a pretty slow rate, and then once you interact with it, the decay rate is now sped up. And if you harvest the corpse all the way, the decay rate, of course, is completely sped up because now the corpse is gone, and the respawn timer for the next wolf or the next bear or the next deer begins immediately when that corpse is now gone. So if you want to keep your world free from wolves for a while, you shoot them and you leave them. And then they won't respawn very quickly. They'll respawn after like 6 or 7 days, but it'll take a little while for them to get back to being full pains in the butts. I hear the wolves upstairs have respawned, so we gotta go take care of those guys too. But yes, thank you to Marvel Snap for being the sponsor this week. It'll be going all the way through Sunday, so we have all the way through Sunday to complete our goals up above. And the more goals we complete, the better the sponsorship goes, the more sponsorships we get, and, you know, the train keeps rolling on. So, but thank you everybody for participating and helping out with it. It doesn't cost you a dime. The game's free to play, free to download from Steam. Doesn't cost you anything to play it, other than a little bit of your time, so. All right, let's get sharpening, and then we will get out. I'm gonna drink my drink. I forgot that I had a couple of teas that I need to drink down. It's right about there. There we go. And I should have one more. There we go. Each tea partially drank gives you about a quarter of your water. About a quarter of the raw water reticle will be filled up with each tea that you drink. So wow, I have a lot of cedar on me. That is a lot of cedar, and I have more cedar here, and I have fur on me too. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Oh, those poor tinder plugs. I feel so bad that I have to leave them behind. It makes me a little sad. Let's take a little bit of smelly welly. Let's draw the wolves out. Those guys are up top. Up top. I know there's at least one more wolf out here. And with the meat on us, we should be able to draw them out onto the lake. Hello, Mr. Wolfie. I've got a big pork chop tied around my neck, so you can come play with me. Oh, there he is. See, I knew he'd come out to play. I knew he'd want to play with us. Of course he attacked us. Damn wolf. Come back here. You little bugger. You came in at a weird angle, and that totally threw me. I hate that when it happens. Usually they straighten out, but that wolf was having none of it. That wolf was like, nope. Didn't hit my bedroll, thank goodness. Yeah, he chunked my clothing down a little bit. That's okay. I can fix that. Really? Really? You didn't even have the decency to just die. I mean, I hit him in the flank, which isn't the best, but, you know, is what it is. Yeah, when they come into that weird little angle, it's kind of hard to... It's harder to snipe them. It's harder to get him in the face. And I saw it coming, too. I knew that was going to happen. Where the heck are you running to, you weirdo? Some of the pathing these wolves take is so strange. It's like they curve out and come back, and then they weave around. I guess the wolf is just like, he's in pain and he doesn't know what to do. He's sad because he knows he's gonna die. He's contemplating his life choices. He knows he effed up.
Cold is making my head feel big.
At that moment, he knew he messed up. And then at that moment, that wolf did know that he messed up, so... I'm sorry, animals should not be able to travel where you can't go. That's just rude. It's rude behavior. Wow, he ran all the way from the lake, all the way up here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Again, I just want my arrow back. Is he making like a complete circle around the mountain? Did he run here and then just circle back around? He did. And then he just circled back around. Son of a biscuit! Dreadnought dude, how you doing, buddy? Okay, then he went down this way. Then he went down this way. I see. I see, said the blind man. Gonna be following this wolf for a few minutes here. I do like that the animals don't have like a... It used to be that the animals had a very set area that they could run around in and hunt in. And they didn't really move out of that area at all. Their area was pretty set, and it was pretty small, to be honest. And I like that they've expanded it out now, to where the animal can run and go and do things in a lot larger distance away from their spawn point. I mean, that wolf was all the way down in the lake, and he ran all the way up here. I mean, that's pretty nice. It gives it a little... It makes it harder to find them, don't get me wrong. That's annoying, but... I remember the days where you could shoot a wolf, and you could pass time for five seconds, and the wolf would just, like... He'd just, like, run in one little spot and then just die. And that always felt really cheesy. Now you have to work for it. You want your arrow back, you gotta work for that. It's not just given to you. Makes you appreciate it even more, so. All right. What time of day is it? Oh, it's still early. Early. Let's grab a rabbit stew and eat that. For as much of it as we can. How much improved rest does it give us? 2 hours? Okay. Sleep for 2 hours. That'll give us a little bit of extra health back while we sleep for 2 hours. Basically, most of the stews, they act like... most of the stews are a lesser version of the herbal tea. They give you the same benefit. They give you that improved rest, but only for 3 hours instead of 6. You know, Dreadnought Dude, it's oddly satisfying for me as well. To walk into here and see all my fuels, my guts. My taters and carrots, my food and water, my broth, my distress pistol, which I still have never found a pistol. I've never found a shot for that pistol, which is annoying as crap. It's very annoying, as a matter of fact. They need to either give us more. They need to do something about flare shells. Flare shells are ridiculously hard to find in the game now. They just are ridiculously hard to find. I don't know why they've done that, other than just to be annoying. But yeah, they're just stupid hard to find in the game now. Hey, Crystal Quartz, how you doing? And that needs to change. In my opinion, that needs to change. Because there's no reason they should be that hard to find. And one of my suspicions is that something that people don't really realize is that the flare shells actually wear down over time. Flare shells actually wear down over time, so if they are spawning flare shells inside, say, a container, I have a feeling the flare shells inside containers are just disappearing before we ever see them. By the time we get there, they're just gone. So there could be as many flare shells in the game as there always has, which the most Interloper has usually had is 12. But if you get to if they're now spawning them inside containers and they get to 0, they're just going to disappear and be gone. So it's frustrating. Yeah, they can decay. Well, if you have flare shells on you, go into your inventory every once in a while. You'll notice that they're going down in quality. It doesn't happen very fast. They wear down very slowly, but they do go down over time. So over time, your flare shells are going to be less and less not effective, but they will eventually wear down to 0. Now, it doesn't matter if you have it on you and it wears to 0. I've never had one wear to 0 before, so I don't know what happens if it goes to 0. But I'm assuming that since you can't break down a flare shell or anything like that, that once it gets to 0, if it goes in a container, it goes poof and disappears. That's my guess. Will you ever run out of whetstones? Yes. Yes, I will run out of whetstones. In fact, I think I'm working on my last... I think I'm working on my last whetstone right now. So I will eventually run out of whetstones. That will happen. And then I will have to either recraft or go to a milling machine and utilize a milling machine to fix my knife and hatchet. Most likely I'll recraft them. So that's probably going to be the easiest thing to do, is just recrafting them. Where's my pants and stuff? Okay, so those didn't get really hurt by the wolf smacking me. It was mainly just my gloves. So that wolf didn't really damage a whole lot of my stuff. Yeah, see, I have 33 cured guts here. Yes, milling machines are in Bleak Inlet and BlackRock, inside the refinery, and inside the machining room in BlackRock. So you got one inside the in Bleak Inlet. You got one down there at the refinery area that you have to get a key code for up in the Signal Hill up there by the lookout tower. You have to get the key code for that. You have to pick that up and have it on you, and then you have to travel down to the refinery, go through this long convoluted route to get there during an Aurora, and use the keypad during an Aurora to open it up, to open the door to it. You have to do the same thing in BlackRock. You have to go into the gas mine to get the note, go back to BlackRock prison, go to the machine room, and during an Aurora, you can punch the code in and open that up as well. And then the milling machines are in both those places. They can repair guns, knives, hatchets, and hacksaws. And you have to use the milling machine during an Aurora, but it only takes one piece of metal, and it will repair it to 100% on any of those. Doesn't matter what condition it's in, a milling machine and one piece of metal will repair your tools to 100%. It doesn't repair, it doesn't repair, say, bows, and it doesn't repair a bow, but it can repair all the guns, and it can repair your knife, your hatchet, and your hacksaw. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? I think that's it. So, yeah, there's like 5 things the milling machine can repair. But it's pretty awesome. And for late game, it's nice because you will eventually run out of whetstones. So it gives you a chance to have a few more stones, or a few more uses out of your knife and hatchet. It used to be, Dreadnought, that around day 500 or so is when you kind of run out of your whetstones, and so it used to be that around day 300 or 400, you'd make a trip back to a forge, craft some up, and then bring them. So you like go to Desolation Point, craft like 2 knives and 2 hatchets, bring them back to Coastal Highway and just leave them there. Or you go to Forlorn Muskeg, craft a couple up, take them back to Mystery Lake, and just leave them at the Carter Hydro Dam or at the camp office. And then if you ever did get low, if your knife or hatchet got low enough, you would just go to one of those places and just grab a fresh one. I've already been to BlackRock, yes. I've already been to BlackRock, so all I can do is sharpen it up in Bleak Inlet at this point. I don't have the option of going back to BlackRock and sharpening it up. And honestly, I don't want to go back to BlackRock. BlackRock sucks. I don't like BlackRock. I don't like being in prison. Prison's no fun. Tell me about BlackRock. What is it like there? Lots of Timberwolves. You've got lots and lots of Timberwolves. And they're annoying, and they attack you all the time, and you spend half the time... if you go to BlackRock or to Bleak Inlet, you want to take a lot of arrows with you, or a lot of ammunition with you. The best way to fight, to sort of stave off the Timberwolves, is to light a fire. Well, you can have a torch, but the best way is to light a fire and then stand around the fire, and as they come in, kind of snipe them as they come in and try to kill them to break their morale. The biggest problem, though, with BlackRock as well as Bleak Inlet is that a lot of times it's very windy in those zones. So it's hard to keep a fire going or a torch lit. Now, BlackRock itself is a pretty cool zone. The prison is pretty neat. The zone's built, I think, pretty well. It sucks because it has Timberwolves in it. That's the main sucky part of it. Is that you got the Timberwolves. After we go inside and turn our lantern off, I'll pull up the BlackRock map. God, say that 10 times fast. BlackRock map. I can't even say it twice. BlackRock map. BlackRock map. BlackRock map. Wow.
Surrounded by snow.
Timberwolves are just they're the most challenging because they're the worst programmed AI in the game. And there's no... They will do things that they're not supposed to do. Let's just put it that way. They'll do things they're not supposed to do sometimes. And the pack idea is good, but I just don't think they're well implemented. What things are they not supposed to do? Well, sometimes they will attack through fires. Sometimes they will... The biggest problem I have with them is they also do just indiscriminate damage. Like a wolf, like a timber wolf will nip at you one time, and 5 pieces of your clothing drop 20% off of one little nip from a timber wolf. Which is like, really? Seems a little unbalanced OP. They smell you from they seem to have a very long range of smell, and once they latch onto you, all the other ones come, and there's no real way to, if you don't have a bow and arrow or a gun or something, there's no way to really fend yourself off from them. It just, they circle around you, they'll take little nips at you. There's like a break when you get hit by one Timberwolf, the game freezes for a second because it's creating a save point because you've been injured, which allows another Timberwolf to come in without you being able to even really see them and hit you again. It's just not programmed into the game very well, in my opinion. I didn't like them in the story mode, and I'm not a fan of them in survival mode either. They once you get weapons, they're manageable, but you just whenever they come around, you're just like, oh, jeez Louise. No, they'll probably never fix them. I've been complaining about Timberwolves for years, and I know I get people in chat who are like, they're the best thing around. They're awesome. I love them, and I'm like, well, you go play with them. The biggest problem I have with them too is that as an interloper player, there's nothing in Bleak Inlet or BlackRock that makes me want to go to the zone. It doesn't have like the technical backpack from Ash Canyon, or the summit in Timberwolf Mountain, or the smoke signal in Hush River Valley. There's nothing that draws me to those zones because BlackRock and Bleak Inlet are mainly zones for Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager players, because that's where you can restock your ammo. And if you have a pistol, Timberwolves really aren't that big of a deal. You can light a fire and you can just hip fire at the Timberwolves and take them down super fast, because you can light a fire, the Timberwolves come and growl at sort of the outside of the fire. They don't break and run away though until you draw your weapon. So with a pistol, you can just aim and hip fire at the Timberwolves, and you can hit them and kill them, and you don't really face that much of a challenge with them. Without that though, it's a little bit more tricky. But BlackRock has, of course, the prison, which has the machining room and everything's at the prison. The Bricklayer's Retreat is one of the better places. That's where the moose either spawns here or over here by the prison. You have to enter into BlackRock from down here, and there's Timberwolves almost immediately in this area here. But you want to try to make your way to the substation if you can, because that's your first, like, safe spot. But then, to get to BlackRock Prison, you can go this way and climb up this rope and then sort of skip these wolves here. But there's also wolves over here. The Timberwolves here range all the way from the jailer's residence all the way up to this area here. So they're all up in here. Cook's Farm and the Foreman's Clear Cut has 2 wolf packs. There's a wolf pack that's sort of in this area and another one over here. And then there's another wolf pack that's over here by Whistling Perch. There's also 2 packs that spawn over here in the Grand Meadow and more down over here near Bears Bend. and then there's a bear that spawns over here, and there's a bear that spawns over in this area here. So you got 2 bears, you've got multiple timber wolf packs, you got 2 places the moose can spawn, one over here and one over by bricklayers. You've got your hatch up here to the north, which usually doesn't have anything in it. The hatches in Interloper don't really have anything in them. This bridge here, if you've played story mode, to get to the mine, you have to go across this bridge, but it's broken in survival. So in survival, you have to go down into the river here. There's a little path down into this area. You go up the river until you get to this cave here where there's a regular wolf that spawns down here. So you kill him, you go into this cave and rest, because then you have a 2-rope climb to get up to this cave, and then you have to walk down this path to get to the last prospect, which is where the mine is. And that mine is where you get the note that allows you to go into the jail area and get into the machining room that's at the prison. And then the prison itself has an indoor area. You have to go out and around the prison, and there's a little broken area here. You go back into here, and then you can actually go into the prison and explore inside the prison in the back area. The only thing you have to watch back here is there's usually 3 to 4. There's usually a couple wolves, 1 to 2 wolves in the yard. There's like 3 wolves, maybe 4 wolves outside over on this side. And then this backyard area, there's usually a wolf in it, but a bear can sometimes spawn. If the wolf's not up, the bear can sometimes spawn in that back area there, and that can be kind of dangerous for you. So there's a few things you have to watch there when you go to BlackRock. BlackRock, I think, is a fine zone as far as the development part of it. It's just the Timberwolf packs just get kind of annoying after a while, to be honest. They just do. I'm not a big fan. Never have been. But that's just my own personal prejudice against the Timberwolves. I just hate their guts. I hate their guts, and I just don't want them in the game. I would just prefer they weren't in the game. If they weren't in the game, I'd be totally happy. Ooh, my nose is. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. You know when you have that little itch on the side of your nose, and it's like, you want to sneeze, don't you? And you're like, no, I don't want to sneeze. I'm just gonna take a little more. I'm just gonna break these down a little bit more. There we go. Let's go dump all the tinder plugs in here. There we go. Unfortunately, tinder plugs are kind of useless. Can I break that pallet down? Is that a breakable pallet? No, it's not. This one is breakable, though. There's a plank there. I wonder if you can reach those. Oh, I can reach those. Look at that. I don't think I can reach that top one. No, I can't reach the top one for sure. Oh, it is. BlackRock is a... For interloper players, BlackRock is like a late game challenge zone. It's like, I want to challenge myself, so I'm going to go to BlackRock Prison. Or I'm going to go to Bleak Inlet. You don't really go there early game. There's way more places early game that you can go that you'll get equivalent or better loot at with half the danger. More than half the day, more than less than half the danger. So you don't really go to those places early game, just because there's not a lot there for you. There's not a lot there for you. I really need to use the restroom real quick, boys and girls. I will be right back in just a moment. I'll be right back in just a moment. Don't forget, Snap, download it using the link in chat or the link that's pinned at the top, and I will see you in just a second. Alrighty, sorry about that. I just need I also got myself a little snack, some Doritos. I was like, you know, I'm a little hungry, Joe, so why not? Alright, how many days left do we got here? We only got 20 days left now. 20 days. Well, 21, but 20 days left. You know what we should do? I need to make a bow. In fact, I need to make a couple of bows, but we'll just make one bow. We'll make a bow today. What region am I going? I'm going to Forsaken Airfield after this one. Which is going to be interesting, because Forsaken Airfield is a whole lot of nothing. We'll be able to survive there okay, but there's a whole lot of nothing in Forsaken Airfield. It is a very, 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 very large zone. It's twice the size of Pleasant Valley, but it has like half the stuff Pleasant Valley has in it. So very large zone with very little in it, which kind of sucks. Unfortunately, on Interloper, there are no special bows that you can get. They don't give them to us. Not on Interloper. You can get them on Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager. But not on Interloper. Which makes me sad. Go make some cleaning in the Hunter's house. I could go clean in the Hunter's house, I suppose. Alright, I'll put that bow away. There's no Timberwolves in Forsaken Airfield now. There's really not a whole lot of anything in Forsaken Airfield. But how you doing, Valor? I also grabbed myself a muffin. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll ask you for a cookie. Yeah, Forsaken Airfield's very cold, very windy, and there's not a lot going on there. But as they expand and elaborate on the game, there will be more and more going on there, I swear. I can feel the potential of the zone. It's just the zone right now is not very fulfilled. It's not fulfilling a lot of that potential. It's got a little ways to go. Let's put it that way. Well, you know, that's one disappointment playing Interloper sometimes. Arc logic is it doesn't. Now, there was a time where this zone had a key, and that key and that note led to the bear cave over here. And inside the lockbox over in the bear's cave, there was a gun, a pistol that had like 6 shots in it, and a box of ammo. Which I thought was kind of cool, because there's no repair kits in Interloper, so you can't repair the gun. Every time you use it, it's going to lower its quality, and you can't never repair it unless you go to a milling machine. So you kind of needed to save your bullets until you got to Bleak Inlet or BlackRock, use them on the Timberwolves to get through, and then you can do stuff at the milling machine. So you found crampons? Yes, they are now spawning sometimes up there, from what I've heard. I think I found them there one time. One time I found them there. But yeah, this lockbox back here, there used to be a key for it. They took it away. But this lockbox, if I could open it, it has a pistol in it. But I've already checked for the key and it's not in the game anymore, so what you gonna do? And see, for me personally, I thought that was great for like late game content. Anonymous! Anonymous related for the 8 months. How you doing, buddy? Are we gonna shout out for Anonymous related gaming?
Anonymous Related Gaming just
Give him some love.
resubscribed for 8 months. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you,
Wanted let
sir.
you know that on October 9th during Steam Next Fest, there will be a playable demo for Enshrouded. There will be no NDA, so you could stream it. I'll be playing it as well.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting to it.
I am making it my personal mission to fill Seaholm with as
Ooh, that looks good.
steel breastplates as human.
Yeah, go give Anonymous a follow, boys and girls.
So far, I'm doing a pretty good job.
Last playing some Starfield. I'm gonna be playing some Starfield too. I'm gonna be playing some Starfield here in just a little bit. Yeah, and Shrouded looks good. I'm not even watching where I'm walking. Shrouded looks cool. Co-op survival action RPG for up to 16. 16! Jeez. Soon it's gonna be just like Ready Player One, where everybody plays in the same world. So is it a first person or third person? Looks like third person. Okay. Cool. I will definitely check it out. So that's on saying that's on the 9th of October, so next month. All right. Well, I put it on. I have it on my wish list, so I can definitely keep an eye on it. It'll pop up. You know, it always pops up a little alert saying, "Hey, by the way, this is on sale," or "This game available," or whatever. But thanks for letting me know about that. I appreciate it. How have you been liking Starfield? Today, I'm going to actually build my base after 60 hours of playing the game. I've still not built a base. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just haven't found the need. I'm just like, okay, whatever. You have 145 hours played. Damn. Well, I've been enjoying the heck out of it. I have complaints about the game. I think the UI is kind of clunky. I think the facial expressions and some of the dialogue, not all of it, but some of the dialogue is just kind of boring. And a little bit long-winded and a little bit over... You know, especially when you go find a trader and you want to... Especially when you find a trader and all you want to do is sell some stuff, but you have to listen to the guy ramble on about his problems for like 5 minutes, and you're like, I don't care. I just want to sell you some things. You know, but I've been having fun with it. I finally met the what are they, the Starborn or whatever? I finally met some Starborn. They were kind of jerks. They keep interfering whenever I go to get a hooky bookie baby, one of those artifacts, and I just annihilate them. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Get out of my way, son. But I'm having fun with it though. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm up to level 30 or 31 now, I think. So I've come quite a ways. So. Yeah, see, I'm just playing on normal. I'm just playing on normal difficulty. I don't really care about playing it on, like, very hard or... But you start about playing on very hard and it's still too easy. See, I'm not a masochist like you are. I'm not looking... I'm just interested in messing around with it. Hit level 69. Dang. That's awesome, though. I'm glad you're having a good time with it. Is an interloper very hard? Interloper's difficult, yeah. Interloper's difficult, but it's not... I don't think interloper's super hard. We need to get some water made. I forgot to do that. There we go. Let's get some water made here real quick.
Come on.
Yeah, in about 10 minutes, I'm actually going to play some more Starfield. Have I ever banished the Dark Walker? Several times. This Halloween, I'm going to be attempting another run at a no ward, using no wards except for the final one, but using no wards on the Dark Walker until we get to the end. I did that before, and that was scary as heck. There's no lure wards, no protection wards, other than the campfires. The campfires I can use, but all the other, spray paint wards, I can't spray paint anything until the very end of the game. It was fun. I got most of it done the last time, but he caught up with me on the rope in Hush River Valley and ate my face. He ate my face there, so he wasn't very nice to me at that point. But yeah, I did the Dark Walker back when I did the Dark Walker challenge back when it was a Halloween event, before it was even like a standardized challenge. Oh, that might have been Tylea. Tylea said she did it earlier, but it never updated. I have a feeling that the level 18 doesn't update very quickly. So Tylea, if you're out there, it looks like level 18 finally updated. Unless somebody else claims that level 18, I'm pretty sure that was Tylea. All right. So I think because it's like the final, like the upper level one, Tylea, I have a feeling they look at it and verify that they probably have a stricter verification on it than the lower, they're like, oh, somebody got level 3 or 8, no big deal. But when it comes to level 18, they probably look into it to see if there was any shenanigans or something, They're like, were there any shenanigans that happened? Did somebody cheat to get there? I was like, no, none of my people would cheat to get there. Come on. Nobody would cheat to get there. Jeez Louise. I'm not tired enough. All right, well, there's our save point, boys and girls. We will be back on this character on Thursday. We have a mere 20 days left to go here in the zone. We're doing really good. We only have Mountain Town, Hush River Valley, Bleak Inlet, and Forsaken Airfield left to go. We aren't doing Transfer Pass because that's ridiculous. But we only have those to go. So we're doing really well. We're on almost day 450 now. So I am happy. Yes, I will keep that screenshot just